between drum machines versus sectional machines. So I got a couple sectional machines here. I got a couple drum machines here. And we're just going to talk about the pros and cons. This video is going to be more related to bigger drains between 3 and 6 inch. So more sewer backups, main lines, bigger storm drains, etc. It's not going to be related to like smaller drains like bathroom sinks or tub drains. This is more for mainline blockages, 4 inch, 6 inch, 3 inch, those types of blockages. So let's talk about the pros and cons of sectional machines. So if you're kind of debating which machine you want to buy or what's the best machine to start with, I prefer sectional machines, and I'm going to get into why. The first thing with sectional machines, these machines are very light, right? Like this is the K60. This is the K60 by Rigid. This machine you can easily carry with one hand. It's very easy to get in and out of the van. It's not too heavy, right? Sorry, my cord, my Velcro strap broke, so my cord's just hanging loose. But you can see these machines are very light to carry around. They're not overly heavy. So the reason I like these machines is because a lot of times when we're clearing drains, we got to get in and out of the van with the equipment. We got to go upstairs. We got to set the machine up in tight spots. And so these machines are very versatile because you can set them up in tight spots. They're easy to carry around. They're easy to get in and out of the van. Now, with a bigger drum machine, you know, your K7500 is a bigger drum machine. It's meant for sewer backup, sewer mains, you know, anywhere from 3 to 6 inch. But the issue with these bigger ones is they're really heavy, really clunky, right? They're hard to get in and out of the van. They're hard to get up and down stairs in the customers' homes. And you typically need 2 guys unless you're really strong. And that's kind of the main downfall with these machines. Once you have this machine set up, it's very fast because it's a drum machine. But getting it around the customer's property, getting it up and down the stairs, setting it up in tight spots, there's limitations. And if you're working by yourself, this can be a very heavy machine to get around with. And I personally don't like using it because if I work by myself, I'm breaking my back trying to lug this thing around. Now, the pro is once you do have it set up, the drum machines are very fast because you don't have to put cables together. So that'll bring us to our next point. The drum machines are faster. Once this machine is set up, you just have to keep pushing the cable through and then you just clear the blockage. With the sectional machines, you have to attach cables. Each cable is about 15 feet long. So you have to attach new cables every time you go on 15 feet. So it takes longer to clear the blockage with the sectional machines because you have to connect all the cables together as you get further and further down the drain. So that's the one negative. That's the one negative when it comes to sectionals is they take longer to clear the drains and get your cables back because you got to take all the cables apart. Where the drum machines, you can do it really, really quick. So that's the benefit of the drum machine. Now, in terms of clearing capabilities, both these machines are great for clearing tough blockages. You know, the drum machine's great for clearing roots. The sectional machines are great for clearing roots. They're both great for heavy blockages. And so when it comes to the ability to clean a heavy blockage, they're pretty much equal with each other. Again, the only difference is you're going to do it faster with the drum machine, but getting in and out of your van, the sectional machines are better. Another pro with the sectional machines is there's no limitations to how much cable you can use. So if you have a blockage that's 130 feet out, you can just keep attaching cables until you get to 130 feet. With the drum machine, you're limited to how much cable you can store within the drum. So I think the max amount of cable you can store in this that's recommended is 100, but I think you can push it to 125, which is great for most scenarios. But if you ever have to go past 125 feet, you're going to be very limited. And if you store 125 feet, the machine's just going to be heavier and harder to lug around. So when it comes to distance, The sectionals, in my opinion, are better because there's no limitations to how much cable you can use, where the drum machines, you're very limited to how much cable you can use. So that's another pro that I like about the sectional. Other than that, those are kind of the main differences. You know, when it comes to smaller blockages, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about this, but when it comes to smaller blockages like kitchen sinks and stuff, I do recommend a drum machine. You can use smaller cables on these sectionals, but again, it just, once you get to smaller drains, the drum machines are way better. They're way faster, and they're light enough where you can easily carry them, right? It's not overly heavy. So when it comes to smaller blockages, I always recommend a drum machine because the speed of clearing the blockage is way faster. You're way more efficient versus using the smaller cables on the sectional. So that's kind of the main differences between these. And if you're curious about these machines, this is the K7500 by Rigid. It's a great machine, but like I said, it's so hard to carry around. It's hard to get in and out of the van. It's hard to navigate inside the customer's home, but it's a great machine. This is the K3800 drum machine. This one's great for like kitchen sinks, lab sinks, etc. And I recommend this machine. Amazing machine, super fast for clearing blockages like grease in kitchen sinks, etc. And then this is the K60. This is my favorite sectional machine. Just overall best versatility for cleaning 3-inch, 4-inch, 6-inch mains. Very light, easy to navigate and get around with. And then this is the big brother, the K5208. Slightly more powerful than the K60, but more often than not, you really don't need that extra power. I've never really needed to use that extra power ever. And so that's why I recommend the K60. So yeah, that's kind of the pros and cons. Just a quick recap, the sectionals, there's no limitations on cables. They're just as powerful as the drum machines, and they're easier to carry around. The drum machines, K7500, great, fast, powerful, but just a headache to get around, headache to get in and out of your van, headache to lug this thing around. So that's really the main negative that I have with this. But a lot of times for us personally, we're working alone when we're clearing drains. And so when you're working alone, this is not a good option. The sectionals are way better. So anyways, that's my quick review on what I recommend, or my quick review on drum machines versus sectional. If you have any questions related to this equipment, comment below, let me know. And if you're interested in anything related to the drain cleaning business, I'm going to be posting content every single week related to drain cleaning equipment, business strategies, and just anything in general. Anyways, this is Preston. We'll talk to you later.